What's up, you guys? My name is Aubrey and this is my channel, and today I want to talk about the epic short squeeze that is currently going on with stocks including GameStop, AMC, Nokia, BlackBerry, and so much more. So we're going to be talking about what exactly happened with these stocks and what is currently going on today, Thursday, January 28th, because as of right now, you can't even buy some of these stocks on trading platforms like Robinhood, and I think there is going to be some severe repercussions of this decision of Wall Street, the SEC, and platforms like Robinhood for stopping trading and prohibiting people from being able to make investment decisions. So let's get started. Now, I'm going to try to keep this video to that 8 to 9 minute mark, and because of that, I can't dive into all of the depths of what is going on with this stock, but I'm sure most of you guys watching this video have a decent idea of what is currently going on. Long story short, a bunch of people on Reddit decided that they wanted to short squeeze the stock GameStop and AMC. This is something that started happening a couple of days ago, and as a result, the stock has just absolutely gone through the roof. And what we are seeing today with AMC and GameStop, for example, is a short squeeze. And what a short squeeze is it's whenever a stock goes up really fast, very sharply, and it forces those people who shorted that stock to buy back into that stock at a higher price in order to kind of offset their losses. That is basically, in a really simplified way, an explanation of what a short squeeze is. So what is happening right now with stocks like AMC, like GameStop, we're also seeing it with other stocks as well, like BlackBerry, Nokia, Naked, and things like that, is that there were big companies, big hedge funds who had short positions on companies like GameStop and AMC. So these large hedge funds that manage billions of dollars in assets were betting that these stocks would go down. They were putting their money on the bet that AMC and GameStop would decrease in value and decrease in stock price. And in theory, this is a good decision. AMC is struggling. AMC filed for bankruptcy last year. Movie theaters in general are struggling because of COVID-19, because of the fact that movies aren't being produced at the same rate they once were, because of the fact that restrictions are prohibiting theaters at ever being 100%, and GameStop is a dying business. It has been for a long time. So the idea of shorting these two companies, in theory, is a good idea. But the problem is that these hedge funds did not account for the internet, specifically Redditors, who band together and decided to invest in these two companies and to short squeeze the hedge funds that had shorted these stocks. This effort went viral, and as a result, these stocks just absolutely skyrocketed. I mean, AMC went from sitting at about $2.98 on January 20th, and as we sit here today, it's at $9.87, but before it sharply declined today, because it's down 50% today as I'm recording this video, it was at one point $18 per share. I mean, GameStop is another example. It was sitting at $17, $18 per share, and now as we sit here today, it's at $281 per share, but it in pre-market was hovering on that $400 mark. And really in the last 48 hours, this effort has gone just insanely viral. The stock has been incredibly volatile, and as a result, there has been a lot of platforms that have restricted trading on these specific stocks, most notably GameStop and AMC. In fact, yesterday afternoon, a number of platforms released notifications saying that they would be closely regulating and keeping a close eye on trades involving companies like GameStop, like AMC, like Nokia. And as of this morning, companies like TD Ameritrade, like Robinhood, like Carl Schwab had restricted trading on AMC and on GameStop. In some cases, Robinhood specifically, you can sell GameStop, but you cannot buy it. And this is a similar trend that is being found on a number of different platforms. And I think that this decision by Robinhood specifically, who had kind of the most extreme response to this market volatility, is going to be really severe. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out over the next few weeks and over the next few months. And I think there's going to be really severe consequences on Robinhood's part. Now, there's been a lot of theories circulating around as far as why Robinhood halted trading. I saw a post by Graham Stephan on Instagram that his theory was that the lender that Robinhood gets their trading funds from is an investor with the hedge fund that shorted GameStop. He had said that this was just a theory, and I don't know whether or not it's true, but there's a lot of theories about why they made the decision to do what they did. And there's a lot of criticism going to Robinhood because of the fact that, hedge funds invest billions of dollars into the market all the time. And whenever these hedge funds fail, they get bailed out by big government. But then whenever it's the normal person, whenever it's just the everyday American making a lot of money in the market and kind of screwing over the hedge funds in the process, it becomes this huge scandal. And then platforms have to step in and restrict trading. And to be honest, it's, of course, I think unethically wrong. I think it's stepping into the stock market. It's market manipulation. It's stepping into the free market and making it no longer free. In fact, as I'm sitting here today, recording this video, I'm seeing that there are already dozens of lawsuits getting filed against Robinhood because of their actions of restricting trading on these stocks. Honestly, though, I had to make a video on this topic because I think it's super interesting, and I'm really, really interested to see how, the next few weeks and the next few months play out after the aftermath of this event. I think that this is going to have some severe consequences, and I think that it brings a lot of flaws in the economy and the market into light. For example, the stock market is absolutely swayed to benefit the rich. I've been saying this for years. Insider investors, the Warren Buffett, the hedge funds of the world, the Carl Icahns of the world, the George Soroses of the world, they have such an advantage when it comes to investing compared to like us everyday Americans. It's absolutely insane. They have an advantage in regard to, they can swing a stock by simply making an investment. They can swing a stock by tweeting out a tweet. For example, Elon Musk did with GameStop the other day. They can have huge influence in the market, and it's wrong and it's unethical and it needs to be reevaluated. The other question is how much of the market is actually valid? And I think that this is a real question. I mean, in an ideal world, you would invest in a stock because you feel as though it's fundamentally strong, and then you would make money as that company grew. That's like the ideal way to work the stock market. But the fact is, outside factors almost play a larger role than real fundamentals. And what happens whenever this type of behavior becomes commonplace practice? How is the market, how is the SEC going to react to that? And I think that that will be incredibly interesting to see how that plays out as well. And, thirdly is the question of what is going to happen to these platforms who have decided to restrict trading, who have essentially stepped in, have committed market manipulation, have stepped into the free market. What is going to happen to them? What is going to be the repercussions of that? I honestly could see a company like Robinhood going bankrupt and completely shuttering their doors or rebranding as a result of this. I think that isn't necessarily a likely scenario, but I definitely think it's possible. Really, right now, we have a lot more questions than we do have answers. I did not invest in any of these companies, but I am watching enthusiastically from the sidelines. I'm pulling for everybody who did invest in these companies, and I think it'll be interesting to see how things play out in the coming weeks. So with that being said, you guys, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I think that this is so fascinating. I think that this is like a once-in-a-lifetime event, and I think that the SEC, I think large hedge funds, I think corporate America will ensure that this type of thing does not happen again. So I think it's really interesting to see this show play out in real time. So make sure to leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments if you have any questions. And while you guys are at it, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next video.